everyone, it's Jai from Creative Disorder Magazine and we are here at IFLY. So this month is all about air and we thought what would be a better way of air than skydiving. And we're about to have an interview with Dan. He's here every day. He's done this for how long, Dan?
2 years.
2 years. 2 years, year and a half. He's going to give us an insight of what it's like to work here at IFLY and some of his experiences. First off, we're going to be able to do indoor skydiving. We saw IFLY in Surfers Paradise and we thought, what the hell, let's give it a go. So we're here and we're going to give this a try.
When I look in your eyes, I see the stars shooting from the sky as if thrown from Mars.
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm here at IFLY Indoor Skydiving and we're here with Creative Disorder Magazine. IFLY is about trying to simulate skydiving for real and trying to get as many people to experience this activity without having to jump out of a plane. Which is a little bit more appealing to some people rather than doing the real thing. What we have behind me is the flight chamber. And what we do in here is recreate the same amount of wind that you would be falling through from an aeroplane. So it's around 200 to 300 kilometers an hour worth of wind. We have two ginormous fans and the wind gets recirculated and pushed up in this flight chamber and then we can hover on top of it right here. Yeah, so I've been skydiving for about 6 years now. And it's a funny one. I started skydiving and then all anyone ever talks about is indoor skydiving. Just because the progression of learning the free fall skills is exactly the same, but it's also a lot faster to learn things in here, purely because of the fact that you have someone in front of you who can fix a problem or a thing really quickly, rather than having to get down and watch the footage and brief it and then get back in the plane and pack your parachute. So it just speeds up the process of learning free fall skills, really. So now it's used in the military, it's used in like formation skydiving for professional skydiving teams to train basically and then take that to the sky. I guess for me, I came from an acrobatics background, so I'd already kind of done not extreme things, but I was always into being physical. And I don't know, for me originally it started off seeing those crazy people flying down mountains in the suits, and then I was like, I want to do that. And then it actually turned into something different. It became trying to do and learn all the aerobatic maneuvers that you can do in here, the same as what I'd done on the ground, but in here you don't have, it's like zero gravity. It's a whole other thing. Absolutely it is, for sure. So you definitely get lots of people in here that are way too scared to ever jump out of a plane. They come and do this and then they're like, oh, actually I feel like I could probably do that now. And you will get the exact same sensation of the free fall in here than what you get in the sky, okay? So it is a really good way to experience it. And then when you do the actual thing, I feel like it will actually be a little bit less overwhelming for you. It's like a really, really strong hairdryer. It does. I don't know if you've ever felt your hand in the wind outside of a car or anything like that. It gets that like really sensitive movements. You get that along your whole body, so that's what we kind of recreate. The big hairdryer. So we have two of them at this facility here in the Gold Coast. The two fans that you can see are actually just up above us and they pull and push the air around and recirculate it. Now they're very similar size to like a proper aeroplane, like a 747 engine, but they're electric, obviously. So these two, I think the combined horsepower is around maybe just under 700 kilowatt. I think the equivalent in horsepower is like 1,000 horsepower, or maybe a little bit less than 1,000 horsepower. And so it generates about 267 kilometers worth of wind. We'll give you all the gear and all the training and everything necessary to make sure you stay nice and safe in there. We go through all the flying position, all the safety points and everything with you beforehand. We get you all geared up in a super cool suit and some goggles and a helmet, and then we're in there looking after you the whole time as well. So we'll bring you in and get your body in the right position, and then hopefully if you're doing awesome, we can let you go and you're flying by yourself. It doesn't take too long actually. The progression is quite fast. It depends on the person, but generally we'll get you in there and you'll be flying by yourself within your first 2 flights for most people. It takes anywhere between 6 and 10 flights to be able to turn around in both directions, go forwards and backwards and up and down. And then you can start to learn the further progression, which is like on your back, same deal, turning around forwards, backwards and up and down, and then on your feet, and then upside down on your head. And then you basically just meld all that stuff together. I find the Gold Coast, I guess it's the only one in this area that brings the reality of skydiving to many, many different people, hey? We can take anyone from 3 years old and up in here up to 103. So it's pretty good to be able to offer someone that kind of feeling when they never really thought they'd be able to do something like that, you know? It is the dream, for sure, hey? Yeah, I guess it's one of those things. It's if you're doing something like this, it doesn't feel like a job. It feels like just something super fun that you're allowed to do. It's great. So it is a bit of a workout in there for us, because we do take lots of classes in a day. You can have 15 people in here going through a class at one time. So it is a bit of a workout for sure. But obviously it's super rewarding to see people flying. You get to go out there and go surfing and stuff. It's awesome, yeah. So I guess you're right, doing this job, it does take quite a lot of energy and kind of fight for you. So that is a bit of a workout for sure. But it is also good to keep doing stretching and yoga and all those sort of things, really help maintain the body, I guess. Yeah. As I said, like little 3-year-olds have never ever flown before, we can take them in here. We do birthday parties all the time. We've had heaps of corporate group bookings in here over the last week actually. And then yeah, there's also individual and family packages, so it's really for everybody, eh?
Cause we'll start falling, falling, falling. Cause we'll start falling.